Hey YouTube, this is Kaiser. I'm going to do a deck profile update. It's been a while since I updated my Kagero Lawkeeper deck, so I'm going to do that now. I have not chosen to make any kind of like Amber Dragon build because I am very much not a fan of the cards. They don't do really anything I like. Probably the best card out of them is the fact that you can search out the grade 2 by writing the grade 1, but other than that, the grade 2 and the grade 3 are pretty awful. Well, not awful cards, I don't like them. But we'll get into this. So here's my trigger lineup: 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal. Obvious aggression is nice, and big shields. I like the draw power or the draw triggers and how they're a consistent trigger. However, going more than 5, I feel like you start to lose out on defensive cards, being that they're only 5 shields. However, I feel like 5 to 7 is a good ratio. And then obviously the 4 heals. Starting Vanguard, Conroe. There's not much to say about this card. There's a reason he was chosen as one of the restricted cards from Japan, because they know you don't really have an option in what you're going to choose to play, and they make it tough on you by picking him. He's the starting Vanguard of the clan. Grade 1s for 8k bars. It's an 8k, what can I say? You hit 21 with it. Then we get 3 Dragon Monks. Very good card. Helps you early game, fix your hands, discard those draw triggers you draw, get to the grade 3 you needed, or what have you. And he's a 7k, so he can help you hit 20k marks against 10k Vanguards. And 4 Perfect Guards, pretty standard. 2 Kimnalas, very good card. I still prefer this card over the Heat Nail Salamander, because this card is when I want to use it card. It's the sniper, whereas Heat Nail Salamander has to hit, so it needs some of your opponent's cooperation. And when there's a troublesome grade 1 that you really don't like and want to get rid of right here and now, you don't want to have your opponent's permission to hit in order to kill it. So I prefer this card over the Heat Nail Salamander, because this card lets me get it done right here and now. Then last of the grade 1s, we got 1 Lizard Soldier. I only like one of them because he's only a Vanguard specific booster, and there's only one because you can search him out with Conroe. Now, why would we want to run this when we have the 7Ks and the 8Ks? My reason for that is you would search this guy out with your Conroe and have it with your Vanguard. Now your Vanguard is set the rest of the game. With this, your Vanguard is going to hit 23 when your opponent's field is low, because you're going to be using your Lawkeeper. And 23 is kind of overkill in this English format since there's no cross-ride. However, if you're using this for your Vanguard, that means it's 1 less bar you had to use for your Vanguard to hit 21. So it means you have more 8k options so that your rear guards can hit 21. So basically this card is playing the job of a 5th bar. Then grade 2s, we got 8 10k vanillas. They're just very, very, very good. I like them tremendously. It's very consistent and very useful and very good to basically always have a 10k that you can just throw down there and be a solid swinger, and not the easiest thing to attack in the world if your opponent has no boosters. So very good. I like them. And then probably my favorite Kagero card, 3 Berserk Dragon. This card is really, really good, but he's cost heavy, counterblasting too, and this deck doesn't have a way to unflip damage at all at the moment, so this is probably the best way to run him in 3s since he's so cost heavy. However, he's really good, so you want to make sure you can get him during the game. So usually 3 will get you at least 1 a game, and that's really all you need is once a game. Then the grade 3s, start of the deck, 3 Lawkeeper. Move your points back row, set it up so your cards like your Lizard Soldier and your Dual Axe are going to start hitting 20 and 21 marks. So clear the field, get interceptors out of the way, get the +1 because only 4 cards come back, and make it so all of your attacks are at least 15 cards. Yeah. And as I said, there's 4 Dual Axe here. I'm not running any Executioner because Executioner only hits magic numbers when he's teamed up with an 8K. Whereas this card can be with a 7K or an 8K. There is the condition of the field being small, but that's usually not that big of a problem for this deck. So, and that covers that. Let me know what you think.